In part 2 of this video, we're going to continue to watch how the virtual counselor help the soldier to be get the counseling done.
War is among the most demanding challenges a human being can experience, even for the best prepared military personnel. Reports say 1 in 5 Iraq and Afghanistan veterans have been diagnosed with some level of post-traumatic stress, but how to help is not always clear. BraveMind is a form of virtual reality exposure therapy that combines video game-based simulations with one of the most widely used evidence-based therapies. Making use of the University of Southern California Institute for Creative Technology's expertise in immersive technologies and emotional storytelling, BraveMind is a treatment option with appeal for today's digital generation. BraveMind gradually recreates trauma-relevant scenarios that clinicians can use to help patients confront and process difficult memories in a safe and supportive environment. More than just sights and sounds, BraveMind uses a virtual reality head-mounted display, directional 3D audio, vibrations, and smells to generate a truly immersive recreation of the event that can be regulated at a pace the patient can handle.
We help people to go back to the things that they were traumatized by, help them to confront those things, to face them, to talk about them. By this process of doing this repetitively and over time, what you see is a gradual decline in the anxiety or the fear response.
Currently deployed at over 50 sites, including VA hospitals, military hospitals, and university research clinics, this exposure therapy system has been shown to produce a meaningful reduction in post-traumatic stress symptoms during initial trials.
We're not erasing memories, but they still remember what they've been through. Those memories don't have the same intense, painful, emotional power that they had before treatment.
With the success of BraveMind, ICT researchers began to evaluate what could be done not just to heal, but to help prevent traumatic stress. Enter Strive, stress resilience in virtual environments. The goal of Strive is to teach effective emotional coping skills and better prepare service members prior to deployments to better cope with the stress of combat. Strive simulates these stressors in a safe environment before they are encountered in the field. The system also provides mitigating strategies on how to handle stress and develop skills to cope with challenging events.
You've got to get mentally prepared to handle any of these outcomes. So imagine as many scenarios as you can and start thinking about how you'll react to them.
Based on the success of both Strive and BraveMind, ICT researchers are exploring how this technology can be applied to other trauma sufferers. At ICT, the urgency of treating invisible wounds of war has driven the research and development of virtual reality applications for clinicians. These tools are transforming traditional therapies and are becoming increasingly useful for addressing other needs in our society.
So there is more videos regarding the research on virtual human and virtual counselor to treating the post-war soldiers having stress problems, and virtual reality also are using for a lot of counseling related, psychological related projects such as Frightened of Heights. If somebody get training by the virtual reality scene, like they standing in the very high top of the building, and then they virtually see the dangers, and then when they in the reality, they would not being they don't want to do it, but in the virtual reality they would love to, they would cooperate and get trained and then get rid of those symptoms. We have a company actually called Virtually Better in Atlanta, on Lawrenceville Highway. So that company doing they have research. We have a collaboration before doing some counseling for virtual reality before. Okay. So I'm going to post some more videos. I think it's interesting to you for the reading, watching, and learning session. So that's virtual human, virtual reality, and of course, you all know autonomous cars is coming with the intelligent of cars. They're not necessarily, looks like robotics, but all the functions of current car embedded with AI would be able to allow the vehicles talk to each other and to be able to driving and prioritize the road, the lane themselves. So think about if just assume you can afford autonomous cars. Are you ready to drive it? Maybe a lot of people are not ready, but it's coming. It's coming. So don't think about it. What about the cars hitting? One of those are robotic cars, and the other one is not. And then so they hit each other. All of that. Think about a human can make arrows, but computer can read all the distance. They have a camera around the car, and they will be able to measure distance each other. So assume all the cars on the road is an autonomy car like this, then they would be able to calculate much accurate than a human being car. And if just imagine one human drive car is within the autonomy car, then probably more trouble will happen there. And Powerwall from Tesla, converting solar powers, this alternative energy, is going to be a very, very important in the future life. So this is an example of using X3D, which is a similar script language like HTML to describe a 3D scene. And this is one of the results that they have, simulating water with some shading as a real-time online. Yeah, I will post some tutorials in the reading, watch, and learn session about how to create a virtual reality with X3D technology. And this is to respond to COVID-19, and NIH have a website called the 3D Printing Exchange, and a lot of people contribute their 3D model, posted online to exchange to everybody. Whoever have the 3D printer will be able to download and print or modify the free code of the 3D objects and to make it more fits to the face shelf or mask. Let's go there, have a look. So those are 3D printed. This is the this is 3D model. This is done by X3D as well, and you can download and then you can print it out with your 3D printer. And with this, you'll be able to put a sheet of transparent, clear plastic, and you will make a face shelf. As the community did a lot of work and very generous to share all the resources to response to COVID-19. This is something we can do. Oops, sorry. This example is demonstrated about how Tobii Pro glasses. You all probably heard about the Google Glass. This is a wearable computer, having eye tracking system embedded in the glasses. So whatever the user see with the pupil will be tracked. The movement will be tracked. Let's see.
Eye tracking is a technology that gives you an insight into what people look at and also how they process their world around them. Glasses 2 is so easy to use. We don't have to train the user. We can just send it out, they can start recording directly, and we can have an unbiased insight into how they live their everyday life. We have seen that our unique design with 4 eye cameras and a really wide HD camera is perfect for the researcher who wants to catch every detail of the participant's eye track. Eye tracking gives unique insight into the people's buying process, how they think when they're buying their products. You see which products they consider, which they choose from, and finally which product they choose to buy. The real-world mapping tool is a fantastic tool because researchers can now save hundreds of hours by getting the data coded automatically, which they had to do manually before. It gives you the opportunity to eye track so many more people and also get insight from all that data so much easier. Eye tracking can be used to evaluate human performance, to improve how athletes perceive their co-players, how their general visual strategies work, and how they focus on their ball, for example. In driving, you can use eye tracking data to improve how people behave in traffic and reduce accidents. It's now possible to sync the eye tracking data with biometric data like EEG, pulse, or skin connectivity.
Working with eye tracking inside of VR creates many possibilities for researchers. I've been working with phobia research in VR. If I show a spider inside of a virtual world and I ask the user to look at the spider, I don't know if they're closing their eyes. If they're looking away, with eye tracking inside of VR, I know what they're looking at.
With Glasses 2, you will gain insights into human behavior that you didn't know were possible.
So, eye tracking and virtual reality, Oculus. We have Ball instead of Oculus in our office, and also eye tracking system we use for human interaction testing, user experience testing, for our website design, application design. So some of the technology we cannot right now use it because the COVID-19, but you all are welcome to stop by my office when we go back and to explore those and try those out. So at the end, I would like to say in the rest of the course, we're going to focus on AI, artificial intelligence, automations, virtual reality, X realities, 3D printing, wearable technology, biotech, fintech, and technologies in healthcare and future learning, and some alternative energy maybe. So whatever we apply a technology, emerging technology, or apply a smart, like artificial intelligence with original project idea, then you generate new energy for the future. So now it's time for you to think about what you can do. What do you need to change to get ready for the future?